I traveled from one end to the other, all across this sun-drenched land.
This is Fame Harper, and my friends at allfreeknitting.com have asked me to make you another tutorial on loom knitting. I'm going to show you how to make a flat panel project around loom. Seems impossible, doesn't it? 3 of my friends just had baby boys, and my daughter is having a baby boy too, so I thought I better make some baby blankets, so I chose these colors for my project. When using a loom with big pegs, I like to use 2 strands of yarn. Or if you'd rather, you can use 1 strand of bulky weight yarn. Go ahead and tie your 2 colors with an overhand knot to keep them together for now. Turn your wheel around until you find this little peg here. Go ahead and put that on there. After a few rows, you're going to take that off, otherwise the knitting won't feed down through the center like it's supposed to. Now we're going to do something that's come to be known as the E-wrap. To do the E-wrap, you go in a clockwise circle around that peg, and it resembles a lowercase letter E if you look at it this way. It takes a little imagination to see that one. So you're going to go ahead and wrap around some of these pegs. For my project, I went around 30 pegs. I'm going to be making a baby blanket, but if you need like a scarf, you might only go around 10 or 12 pegs. Or if you want wide panels to make a blanket out of later, or a bedspread, you might go around a lot of pegs. Now, my last peg is wrapped clockwise, but I need to go back the way I came. So I'm going to go ahead and go across the front of it, and then I'm going to start wrapping counterclockwise. So I'm going to go back in time. The clock's going to go backwards. I'm going to wrap these counterclockwise. Right, until I get back to the beginning of the row. Now you're going to take the tool that came with the kit, or a crochet hook, and pick this one up and put it over that one. Push it down. Now you've finished the first loop and you've locked it down. Then go ahead around here, lifting one by one over the pegs. Easy peasy. Then one by one, lift the bottom 2 over the top 2. Make sure you don't miss any. And then snug them all down as you go, or at the end. I find this easier to work on if I hold it in my lap like this, and use my lap to balance it. Then I can go along pretty quickly, just turning as I go. A lot of people that have arthritis and can't do regular knitting find this is something they can do. It's also pretty easy to teach this to children and teenagers who might have trouble balancing knitting needles. Now when I'm to the last one, I'm going to pull this one over that one and go again. Push these all down. Alright, here I am at the first peg again, and the little button to hold the end, and we're going to go clockwise again as we go forward, always clockwise like time goes forwards. Don't make them too tight or they're hard to loop over. Oopsie, let me get back here where you can see. You just keep going back and forth like that until your piece is as long as you want. And then in part 2 I'll show you how to end the row and finish your blanket. Once you do a few rows, don't forget to pull this little end off the peg, push it down inside. And that way your knitting will continue to go through this way. Now you can start to see what it's going to look like, and it's going to feed through the center of the ring. And as you can see, it's going to take me a while to make the rest of this, and then I'll make how to finish it on another tutorial. Well, I've got a ways to go on it, but at least we can get started together. Toodles!
Been through airports and train stations, hoping just to hold your hand. I was lonely, ever lonely. I thought I heard you walking past my door. Did you